Hi everyone, I'm Daniel Benoit, founder of the ECBRO, the East Coast Bigfoot Researchers Organization. But today, I'm here to talk to you about bears. And one thing I want to retouch on something I put out a while back, and I've recently reshared a video regarding um, tracks in the snow. Um, some of you guys are aware, some of you guys are not. However, when somebody makes a track in the snow, regardless if they're wearing shoes or a boot, the older that track gets, especially if it starts to melt, there's an expansion which will actually enlarge the size of the track. Also, the other fact is, depending on the treads on that shoe or boot, some treads have a really thick depth, and some of them are right on the very tips of the shoe or boot itself. Therefore, when the track in that snow starts to expand and melt, sometimes you're going to get what looks like or appears to be toes. And that's a fact. As simple as that. Another thing I did not mention in the previous video are bear tracks. And then, bear tracks in general are often mistaken for Sasquatch. I see it all the time. It's especially a double step bear track. Now, talking about bear tracks and double step bear tracks, as you see on the screen right now, these are bear tracks in the snow. Some of them are large, and yeah, they look pretty distinct, pretty obvious. But as time goes on and the snow melts, you're going to get a much larger track, and boy, are you going to think Bigfoot is on the move. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the truth is, you have to be aware of this. I'm sharing this because people are misinformed or just don't know any better. So that's where I come in. That's why I like sharing and educating the public, spreading awareness. That's what I do, and it's what I'm big on. So I don't want to get too much involved with this, but as you guys see these various tracks in the snow and what they could look like. All right. I'm not going to be on here long. I'm going to switch gears right now. And another thing regarding bears I want to talk about are what people are finding in the woods, what people are giving Bigfoot credit for, and what a lot of people simply do not understand what bears are capable of doing and what they are commonly known for doing. But people don't witness this. People are not aware of this. People do not research the facts about wildlife. A lot of people realize or believe that bears just strictly hibernate all year long. Well, they don't. As you've seen what I just talked about, the tracks, bears are on the move. Bears do move. Not all bears hibernate. The other thing is, people have in their mindset that bears live in caves or dens. Not always the case. People underestimate the intelligence of bears. Bears are very smart animals. And one of the things that they are known for doing is building nests. Yeah, a lot of times a bear will live in a nest that's built on in a tree, but that is not as common as what they do on the ground. Bears will gather sticks, grass, limbs, and build a nest on the ground. What you're seeing are bear nests that were built on the ground. Bears will gather everything within its means to build a nest, and sometimes they'll use this for their hibernation process. Bears are not always inside a den. However, on the other hand, bears also use naturally fallen timber to live under. Again, as you're seeing on the screen, this is some basic bear facts. Again, can you bear the facts? This is what I'm sharing with you because it's the truth. And people need to be aware of this. It's simple logic. It's natural, common sense, or which should be. However, I'm sharing it with you because you need to know this. Because if people go in the woods almost almost 99.9% of the time, your Bigfoot enthusiast will see these and think, oh, it's a Bigfoot nest. You know, I'm not saying Bigfoot does not do this. I believe Bigfoot does do this. However, Bigfoot should be our last consideration when ruling out the obvious, because bears are known for doing this. Bears will gather fallen timber. Sometimes they'll use other trees and small saplings and push them over and create a bedding for them. This is something also to keep in mind. A lot of your Bigfoot celebrities will find these and use Bigfoot, to push their agenda and get you to continue to follow their content. I'm here to point out the obvious and throw out the facts and tell you like it is. I'm not here to make stuff up. I'm here to tell you the facts. The facts when it comes to wildlife. I've had people ask me, do bears really do that? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You cannot underestimate a bear. We're not living in the woods year round, especially this time of year. The only ones really in the woods are the hunters, but they're not looking for this stuff. And even on the off season, when it's warmer out, you're not really paying attention to looking for this. Sometimes we might come across some of these things and thinking, oh, that's a Bigfoot nest. Or maybe we're scratching our head like, what is that? What made that? So sometimes some of these nests could look like a pile of grass and other debris. Some could be like a bundle of pine needles and sticks gathered together. Or you might be in a grassy area and you might find a bowl-shaped opening and it's flat. Yes, that could be a bear bedding. Bears use a lot of things in the forest at their disposal for bedding. So, with what I'm saying and what I'm sharing with you, please keep this in mind. There's a lot of other information that, I may go more into depth and detail on this. But, and I may discuss this on a Facebook Live videos in the near future. But these are things I'm sharing and putting out there because I see a lot of this going across social media right now. A lot of it's being shared in the Bigfoot groups when it comes to this bedding and whatnot. Not everyone's going to witness a bear sleeping in a bed made by them in the forest. Some of us may come across this during a hike. So, again, please take this into consideration and understand that wildlife is responsible for a lot of what we find in nature, not Bigfoot. Bigfoot, again, should always be our last consideration. And one thing I like to share and point out, and it's my quote, learn and know what is known before seeking the unknown. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, research your wildlife. Know what they're capable of. But always keep it squatchy. Thank you very much.